Welcome back. If you think walking alone is enough to stay healthy after 50, today's video might surprise you. Horse stance is a traditional stillness exercise that comes from classic martial arts training, and it's surprisingly practical for everyday health, especially for people over 50. The idea is simple. You stand with your feet wider than shoulder width, sink your hips as if sitting on an invisible chair, and hold the position while keeping your torso upright. There's no equipment, no gym membership, and no complicated routine. You can do it at home, in a park, or even in a quiet corner of your living room. What makes horse stance powerful is its efficiency. Even just 2 minutes a day can create a meaningful training stimulus because your muscles stay under constant tension the entire time. It's a low-impact way to challenge the body without jumping or running, which can be friendlier on the joints. Because it's static, it also encourages focus, posture awareness, and controlled breathing, turning a short daily practice into something that builds both physical strength and mental discipline. Building on that simplicity, here's where horse stance starts to pay you back fast. Leg strength. When you hold the stance, your thighs, glutes, hamstrings, and calves are working non-stop in an isometric contraction, meaning the muscles stay tight without moving. That constant tension is brutal in a good way. It trains the exact real-life strength you need after 50. Standing up from a chair without struggling, climbing stairs without your knees screaming, and walking longer without your legs quitting early. And because it's low impact, you're not smashing your joints the way you might with jumping, running, or heavy squats done with sloppy form. Here's the truth. Weak legs are the start of losing independence. People don't get old and fall. They get weak first, then the fall comes. Horse stance attacks that weakness directly, with zero excuses. Start with 30 seconds, build to 2 minutes, and watch your lower body stop feeling fragile. If you want the full step-by-step plan to build a strong body and a strong channel with AI content, register now and comment "horse" so I know you're serious. No more memu, kong kon hen hot. Once your legs start getting stronger from the horse stance, the next win is even more important: daily independence. Strong legs aren't just fitness. They're the foundation of living life without needing help. Think about it. Getting up from the toilet, standing from a low couch, carrying groceries, stepping off a curb, climbing stairs, or simply walking without feeling unsteady. These are the small moments that decide whether you stay in control of your life or slowly hand that control over to old age. That's why, after 50, the goal isn't showing off muscle. The real goal is staying functional, being able to move confidently, support your own body weight, and handle routine tasks without pain or fear. Horse stance trains that exact ability because it teaches your body to hold position under load, like real life does. Life doesn't ask you to do perfect reps. It asks you to hold yourself together when you're tired, distracted, or under pressure. So if you've started building leg strength, idea number 2, don't stop there. Use it to protect your freedom. Do the stance daily, track your time, and treat it like a non-negotiable habit, because independence is earned, not wished for. And once you start protecting your independence, idea number 3, the next layer is what keeps everything stable: your core and spine control. Because let's be real, strong legs don't mean much if your torso collapses like a weak tent. Horse stance quietly forces your body to build a stronger center, because your abs, hips, and lower back have to work together to keep your chest up and your spine aligned while your legs are under load. This is why the stance is more than a leg exercise. It trains bracing, that natural ability to keep your midsection firm when you bend, lift, twist, or carry things. Over time, that core engagement can reduce strain on the lower back, improve posture, and make everyday movements feel smoother. You stop hunching. You stop wobbling. You stop moving like you're afraid your back will catch any second. The best part is how it connects. Stronger legs give you power, independence keeps you free, and a stronger core keeps you safe while using that freedom. So when you do horse stance, don't just survive it, own it. Keep your ribs down, breathe slowly, and feel your midsection working like a belt around your spine. If you want, I can write idea number 5 next in the same style and flow. And once your core starts doing its job, idea number 4, you'll notice something even more valuable show up in real life. Better balance. Because balance isn't luck or good genetics, it's your nervous system staying sharp and your body knowing exactly where it is in space. Horse stance trains that through proprioception, the hidden skill that helps you stay steady when the ground is uneven, when you turn quickly, or when you step off a curb without thinking. Here's how it connects. When you hold the stance, your feet grip the floor, your ankles make tiny corrections, your knees track properly, your hips stabilize, and your core keeps your upper body from tipping forward. That's a full body balance lesson, repeated every day. Over time, those micro adjustments become automatic. You walk more confidently, you feel less wobbly, and most importantly, your risk of stumbling and falling goes down. After 50, a fall can change everything. It's not drama, it's reality. So if you've already built leg strength, protected independence, and reinforced your core, this is the next payoff. Movement you can trust. Do horse stance daily, start small, stay consistent, and you'll feel your body becoming steadier week by week. And when your balance improves, idea number 5, you're not just walking steadier, you're also creating conditions for better pelvic health and circulation, idea number 6. This is the part most people ignore because they're shy, but ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. Horse stance forces the hips to open and the muscles around the pelvis to activate. Glutes, inner thighs, and the deep stabilizers that support the pelvic area. When those muscles wake up and blood flow improves, many people notice better control, better comfort, and better confidence in daily life. For women, stronger support around the pelvic area can help with issues like leaking when coughing or laughing. For men, healthier circulation and stronger lower body engagement can support sexual wellness over time. No magic claims, just basic physiology, stronger muscles, plus better blood flow, plus consistent practice. Better function. And it connects perfectly with the previous ideas. Strong legs keep you independent, a strong core keeps you stable, better balance keeps you safe, and a healthier pelvic system keeps you feeling alive, not already old. So don't skip this just because it's uncomfortable to talk about. Do the stance, breathe deeply, keep your posture tall, and let your body rebuild what modern sitting has destroyed. And once your body starts feeling healthier and more alive, idea number 6, the next upgrade is something people underestimate: mental toughness and emotional control. Horse stance looks simple, but holding it when your legs shake and your mind screams, "Stop," is a direct workout for discipline. You're not just training muscles, you're training your ability to stay calm under pressure. Here's what happens. When the burn builds, most weak people panic, quit, and run back to comfort. But if you keep your posture tall, keep breathing slowly, and stay in the stance, you teach your nervous system a new rule. Discomfort is not danger. That skill transfers into real life. Stress at work, anxiety, frustration, and even anger. You become harder to break because you've practiced not reacting like a fragile person. And the breathing matters. Controlled breathing during tension helps you regulate your mood, lower stress, and focus better. So this isn't motivation talk. It's conditioning your brain to obey you, not the other way around. Now take action. Do horse stance today, even 30 seconds, and comment discipline if you're done making excuses. And if you want the full roadmap, register right now. And once you've built that mental toughness, idea number 7, your body is ready for the next payoff: stronger joints and sturdier connective tissue, without beating yourself up. This is where horse stance quietly wins against a lot of hardcore workouts that destroy people's knees and hips with ego lifting. Because the stance is isometric, your muscles stay under tension while your joints stay relatively stable. That steady load trains the tendons and ligaments around the knees, hips, and ankles to become more resilient over time. Think of it like reinforcing the cables and supports around a bridge. Your body learns to hold alignment, absorb pressure, and stay solid, so daily movements feel smoother and less creaky. It also teaches better tracking, knees following the toes, hips staying level, feet gripping the ground. Those mechanics matter because a lot of joint pain doesn't come from age. It comes from bad positioning repeated for years. Horse stance is a daily realignment drill that strengthens the structure, not just the surface muscles. So the flow is clear. Legs give you power, core gives you stability, balance gives you safety, pelvic health gives you vitality, mental toughness gives you control, and now joint strength helps you keep it all for the long run. Keep your form clean, progress slowly, and let consistency do the heavy lifting. And once your joints start feeling stronger and more supported, idea the 8. The next payoff is what most people desperately need, but never train: hip mobility and flexibility. Idea number 9. Because here's the ugly truth. Modern life makes your hips rust. Sitting all day shortens the hip flexors, tightens the groin, weakens the glutes, and then people wonder why they walk stiff, their lower back aches, and they feel old. Horse stance works like a daily hip opener under control. When you sink into the stance, your hips move into external rotation, your inner thighs lengthen, and your glutes learn to stabilize instead of staying asleep. Over time, that can make everyday actions easier. Getting in and out of a car, bending to tie shoes, stepping sideways, turning quickly, even standing tall without your pelvis tilting forward. And notice the chain. Strong legs give you power, stronger joints keep you durable, and better hip mobility makes your movement smooth instead of stiff and painful. Flexibility without strength is useless. Horse stance gives you both at the same time. So don't chase fancy stretches and ignore the basics. Hold the stance, breathe slow, keep your knees tracking over your toes, and let your hips gradually open week by week. Consistency beats try hard every time. And once your hips start opening and your movement feels smoother, idea number 9, you unlock a quieter benefit that hits your whole life: better energy and hormonal balance. Idea number 10. No, horse stance isn't some magic hormone hack, but it does something most people after 50 never do anymore. It gives your body a clean, controlled stress, then teaches it to recover through breathing. When you hold the stance, your muscles demand oxygen, your heart rate rises moderately, and your body releases stress chemicals to handle the load. If you pair that with slow, steady breathing, you train your system to switch out of panic mode faster. Over time, that can support lower baseline stress and a calmer nervous system, meaning less wired at night, less mood swings, and more stable daily energy. A lot of people don't have an age problem. They have a stress plus inactivity problem that wrecks sleep, appetite, and motivation. And it connects perfectly. Mobility makes movement easier, and this daily practice makes your body feel more awake and regulated. 2 minutes of honest tension beats 1 hour of lazy scrolling. So keep it simple. Do horse stance daily. Breathe like you mean it, and watch your energy stop depending on caffeine and excuses. And once your energy and stress regulation start improving, idea number 10, you'll realize horse stance isn't just a workout anymore. It's a full body system check. Idea number 11. Even though you're standing still, your body is working like it does in real life. Legs bearing load, feet gripping the ground, hips stabilizing, core bracing, back staying tall, shoulders relaxed, and your breathing staying under control. That's not gym strength, that's usable strength. This is why horse stance carries over so well to daily tasks. Carrying groceries, you need legs plus core. Picking up a box, you need posture plus bracing. Walking on uneven ground, you need ankles plus balance. Playing with grandkids, you need endurance plus control. Most people train parts. Horse stance trains the chain. One position, but almost everything is involved. And it connects perfectly with the earlier benefits. Legs give you power, joints give you durability, hips give you smooth movement, breathing gives you energy control, and now you're teaching the whole body to cooperate under pressure. That's how you stop feeling fragile and start feeling capable again. So don't underestimate stillness. If you can master holding your body correctly for 1-2 minutes, everyday life becomes lighter, because you're finally training for real life, not vanity. And once you understand horse stance as a full-body skill, idea that Arch 11, the next step is doing it correctly and safely, because sloppy form turns a powerful exercise into knee pain and wasted effort. Idea number 12. Start by stepping your feet wider than shoulder width, roughly about twice your shoulder width. Turn your toes slightly outward, not extreme. Now sink your hips down as if you're sitting on an invisible chair. The key is this: keep your chest up and spine tall, like a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Don't round your back, don't stick your butt out like you're posing. Stay stacked. Your knees should track in the same direction as your toes. If your knees collapse inward, you're begging for problems. Keep your weight balanced over the mid-foot, not dumped into the toes. Press your feet into the floor and feel the legs and glutes engage. Then breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Calm breathing under tension is what separates training from suffering. Begin with 20-30 seconds. Rest. Repeat. Over days, build toward 1-2 minutes. This is not a sprint. This is a daily practice that rewards consistency. Form first, time second, ego last. And once you've got the form locked in, idea number 12, the final piece is knowing when to slow down or get medical clearance, idea number 13. Because being tough is good, but being stupid is expensive. If you've recently had surgery on your knees, hips, or lower back, don't jump into deep holds like a hero. Start higher, shorten the time, or skip it until your doctor or physical therapist clears you. Same if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, severe dizziness, or major balance problems. This isn't the moment to prove yourself alone in the living room. Use a chair or wall for support, keep the stance shallow, and prioritize safety over ego. Also watch the quality signals. Sharp joint pain is a red flag. Muscle burn is normal, joint stabbing is not. If your knees cave inward or your heels lift or your lower back collapses, you're not training. You're rehearsing injury. Fix the stance, reduce the depth, and rebuild correctly. Here's the truth. The strongest people aren't the ones who go hardest once. They're the ones who show up daily without breaking themselves. So be smart, be consistent, and keep progressing. Now take action. Comment, safe and strong. If you're committing to doing this properly, and register now if you want the full practical roadmap and discipline system.